Good day, Prestonians. Welcome to today's biology class. This morning we'll be looking at the topic homeostasis, and we'll be basing on homeostatic organs. Now let's look at our objectives. At the end of this class, I'd expect you to be able to define homeostasis, identify homeostatic organs, and we'll be investigating the layers of the skin. Now let's look at the definition of homeostasis. Homeostasis is defined as the maintenance of a constant internal environment in an organism. That is, the internal environment, such as the organs, the tissues, the substances contained in them, in a way to maintain them to be similar. That's the compositions should be similar. That's why we say homeostasis literally means staying similar. Homeostatic organs. Now we're looking at organs that are involved in homeostasis. Number one is the skin. Then we have the kidneys. We have two kidneys in the body. We have the liver. We have the ductless glands. These ones are endocrine glands that release hormones. Then we have the brain. Of course, we know that the brain coordinates most activities in our body. Layers of the skin. Basically, we have two major layers of the skin. We have the epidermis and we have the dermis. Now, we're going to be talking on the epidermis. Now, under the epidermis, we have three sub-layers. The honey layer, the granular layer, and the Malpian layer. Now, the honey layer is the parts you have on your palms, on your feet, the back of your feet, your palms, that are the hard, flat, dead cells. They peel out after a while, and they are embedded with a protein called keratin. Now, keratin is responsible for their toughness, for the hardness, for the toughness of the honey layer. Then we have the granular layer. This one composes of living cells. It has living cells. With time, it grows out to the honey layer to peel off. Then we have the Malpian layer. This one contains the pigment, the skin pigment, that's the melanin. The melanin is a skin pigment that is responsible for the dark color of human beings. So the more you have melanin, the more you are dark in complexion. Now, another slide on layers of the skin. Now we're looking at the dermis, the compositions of the dermis. Now we have the blood vessels, that's the arteries, the veins, the capillaries in the skin. We are going to be looking at a picture after the slide to see all what we've been talking about. We have the air follicles. Now these ones there are structures in the skin that produces the air on our skin. They are found on the dermis layer. Then we have the sebaceous gland. This one secretes oily substances called sebum that keeps the skin supple and waterproof. Then we have the sweat glands. These ones are responsible for producing sweat in the body, especially in the hot seasons or hot days. Then we have the sensory nerve endings. These we've discussed before. Now, these nerve cells or neurons are able to transmit information from the skin to the brain. That's the sensory nerve endings. And we have the subcutaneous fat. That's the fat in our body. They are all embedded in the adipose tissue in the hypodermic layer. Now let's look at the picture. Now this is the epidermis, the outermost part of the skin. This is the dermis. Then this is the hypodermis or subcutaneous layer. Now if you look at it, you see that we have fat all over at this lower layer, which is the hypodermis, and they are all contained in the adipose tissue over there. Then we have the blood capillaries in the dermis layer, arteries and veins. We have the sweat gland, you see the nerve endings. Then we have the basal layer, though not here now. The basal layer is somewhere here. You see it in your IGCSE textbook. The basal layer gives rise to the air follicles, and this is the air follicles. Now the air follicles gives rise to the hairs. You can see hairs. You can see the hairs here. Sorry, you can see the hairs here. All this. Now the air follicles give rise to the hair. So let's go. Now we come to the end of this class. I would be meeting you in the Google Classroom. If you have any question on this topic, I'll be there to answer. Attend your starter activity and your class tasks, and have a nice day. Thank you.